Cool FM Live. Welcome. It's Willcox and Tanque Verde. It's the 8 to 10-year-olds softball here on Cool FM Live. I'm Todd Ryan along with Bill McCulloch of 5GO Sports. And Bill, we're ready to get it away. Willcox up to bat.
Okay. First pitch is low, and I'm trying to get the feed on for the Tucson people. Can you take this first batter? Are we on live or sports? Cool.
We're on Cool FM. Well, we're on both pages. Cool FM Sports right at the moment, as well as YouTube at Cool FM Live.
Okay, I'll go YouTube.
And it should have been shared to Cool FM main page as well too.
Okay.
So spread the word, folks. As those are the ways you can watch it right now. Thank you to SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. Willcox it's do or die. They've already lost one game. They won a close one yesterday, 3-2. And so playing again here today against Tanque Verde, and it should be an interesting game here. First out. Out number one for Willcox. .110 degrees as we start this broadcast here today in Mesa, Arizona. We welcome you to our extra hot coverage here on Cool FM Live. Two strikes. Willcox up to bat, already one out here in the top of the first as we're just underway for joining us. And a strikeout. That makes 2 outs now for Willcox.
I got it. Okay, 2 outs. Thank you for your patience. We were just making sure that the Tucson people are also linked into the game. So 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up number 25, Callie Larson, the pitcher, when she gets to the circle. First pitch. Bouncer right through the middle and into center field for a base hit. So Larson on deck, and boy, she's had quite a tournament, Todd. She's done really well pitching. Even in their loss, only a 1-run loss, but also good at the plate with the bat. And that's going to bring up Macy Kosand, the first baseman. With a runner at first, once again, 2 outs. First pitch in there for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Kosad batting from the right side. Now, there is a hole to right field because of the first baseman covering the line. She's guarding against an extra base hit. Next pitch, once again, a strike. Addison Levin, the pitcher for Tanque Verde. And she's way ahead on the count, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Foul down the third base line and got a little piece of Coach Larson, I think, on the leg. So the count remains 0-2. Once again, Callie Larson on first base with 2 outs.
Come on, Macy!
And the pitch misses outside, not by much, but 1-2 the count now as Larson hurries back to first. Throw not in time. So both teams facing elimination. Winner goes on, the loser ends their season today. And low again, so the count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kosan hits a little blooper behind third base, and that's going to be foul. Not by much, though. And Everett return. Larson back to first, Kosan back to the batter's box. So a lot on the line today, Todd, and a lot of pressure on both teams. 2-2 pitch, and runner up looking for the third out. And Willcox All-Stars go down 1-2-3 at the top of the first. After a half inning, no score, and the Tanque Verde All-Stars coming to the plate.
Yeah, and if you can pick up my phone, Bill, I dropped it on the other side here. Thank you so much, Bill. Thank you to all of our sponsors. And don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on Cool FM Live on YouTube. All of our sports broadcasts are there. And follow us on Facebook and 520 Sports Talk as well. Thank you so much, everyone. We are heading into the bottom of the first. Willcox just up to bat. Unfortunately, no runs. It's 0-0. A big thank you to MORSE Automotive Group in Sierra Vista. Cochise County is now backed by MORSE. Thank you to Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, serving the community for 45 years with great pizza, wings, and sandwiches. If you're ever in the Sierra Vista area and you're watching us from Willcox, stop in to Vinny's Pizza. It's worth the trip. And thank them for their sponsorship of Willcox All-Star Baseball here, tournament play. Copper Queen Community Hospital is a big sponsor as well here in Cochise County. Check out their physical therapy department open in Hereford as well. Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, top-notch service, and highly recommended here in Cochise County for all of your landscaping needs. And they also do pool service cleaning as well for you in Cochise County. The Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud supporters of our young athletes. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts, the Sherry Ethel team. And Sonic of Sierra Vista, it's today, Corn Dog Thursday, 99-cent corn dogs at the Sierra Vista location. Bill, we head to the bottom of the first. It's a must-win if you're a Willcox or Tanque Verde fan, because this is the loser's bracket, right, Bill?
Yeah, consolation bracket. This is an elimination game.
Elimination
both
bracket,
teams
yeah.
have lost once.
But they still could have a chance to get to that championship.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Most definitely. Probably one of the biggest elimination feats ever done was the University of Arizona lost the first game, came all the way through the loser's bracket, and ended up winning the national championship.
Oh, there you go.
So it can be done.
So you're giving us hope, Bill, with just saying that.
So good people on both sides. 520 Sports Talk viewers, I'm sure you're very familiar with Tanque Verde. I've had the boys on the team, boys baseball, quite regularly, probably 3 or 4 times, and just a lot of good people in that organization, obviously, as well as the Willcox folks. So it's Pima County versus Cochise County today, and we'll see which one comes out on top. Tanque Verde's going to lead off with Emerson Lee, the shortstop.
Go girls, walk and talk, do your play, go run!
And once again, Callie Larson in the circle for Willcox. First pitch swinging, and a ground ball to shortstop, gloves it. High throw, but nice job by the first baseman to pull it down for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out, Todd. That's going to bring up Addison Levin, the pitcher.
Come on, Kelly, go!
So pitcher versus pitcher here as Larson faces Levin. 1 out here in the bottom of the inning. Scoreless tie. First pitch high and outside, ball 1, 1-0. This game was originally scheduled at 5:30. They moved it back a half hour just to help with the heat. It's been a scorcher up here in the valley. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Both these pitchers are very good at their position. Obviously, Larson will be attending Willcox High School and be on the Cowgirl softball team, and Levin will be on the Tanque Verde Hawks softball team with Mark Stevens. Next pitch a little high, 2-1 the count.
Hey, know your plays, girl. We go one. Walk and talk. Get your preps good.
And it looked like a hitter in the foot, so she's going to take first base on a hit by pitch. And that'll bring up Annabelle Dorsey Fergus, the catcher, with 1 on and 1 out. So same scenario as Willcox had in the top of the inning. Larson takes a look in, and the first pitch, there goes, oh, the runner started to go, went back, and the first pitch a strike, 0-1. I want to say a quick thanks to both benches giving us their lineup in printed form, so I don't have to read somebody's handwriting. It makes my job a lot easier. So thank you, Tanque Verde and Willcox. 0-1 pitch. Right there at the knees on a little drop ball. 0-2. Dorsey Ferguson at the plate trying to move along. Levin with 1 out. Willcox at double play depth. Swing and a miss, and down she goes on strikes. So for the second out of the inning.
Plays it one, girls. Plays it one.
That'll bring up Eden Heitman, the first baseman. Now with 2 outs and runners still at first.
Hey, on your toes.
Larson takes a look in, and high and called it a strike. It looked like it was tailing away, but must have caught the black on the plate, and 0-1 the count.
Ashley, straight back that way.
Coach Larson repositioning his right fielder. Shading her over towards center field. Fouled off to the right side, out of play. And quickly, the count 0-2.
Actually went right over to the pitcher, and she threw it back, Bill.
Did she?
And the pitcher on the other side with the other game going on. Perfect timing.
Exactly. I believe the winner of this game will play the winner of the game behind us. We'll try to get the teams for you during an inning intermission. So 0-2 the count. Got a piece of it to stay alive, so nice job by Heitman protecting the plate, and that's what you want your hitters to do with 2 strikes. Oh-2 pitch, lined into center field for a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at second as it is in shallow center. Good job by the center fielder to get it back in quickly. And Tanque Verde in business now with a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And the other Heitman, Everest Heitman, the second baseman. So Eden plays first base, Everest plays second base. Kind of like our Benson brothers in the baseball team. So 2 outs here. And Larson trying to get out of this jam. First pitch inside corner for a strike, about thigh high. And 0-1 the count. So the infield has a force at any base. And a ground ball over to the second baseman. It's going to go off her glove, and everybody's safe. They're going to send the runner home, and she's going to score. And a little confusion. Here goes the second runner. And once again, Willcox falling asleep on defense, and 2 runs score.
We gotta keep playing, girls. We can't stop.
As a result of the error, both runs score, and it's 2-0 Tanque Verde here in the bottom of the inning. The Willcox defense yesterday had some mental lapses too, and fortunately they were able to come back, but that's not something that Coach Larson wants to see happen. And that's going to bring up Gianna Guerrero. There goes the runner to second base without a throw. So once again, Tanque Verde with another runner in scoring position.
Hey, girls, reset. 2 outs. Let's go on.
So this all happens with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And fouled off to the right side. 1-1. Actually, it should be 0-1. That was the first pitch to her. The scoreboard's all messed up. They have 2 balls, no strikes. Right down the middle, strike 2. So Larson trying to get out of the inning without any further damage. Down 2-0 so far to the Tanque Verde All-Stars. Just missed low. And over to third once again, not paying attention. And Tanque Verde taking advantage of it. I know that they sent somebody over here yesterday to watch Willcox, and that's probably something they picked up on the scouting report, that they have mental lapses and not watching the runner. So I'm sure Coach Larson will address that in the dugout when they get out of the inning. And here comes another runner. And a 3-0 lead. Gee, Todd, it just seems like they're asleep. I mean, the catcher took her time going after the ball. There was no hustle. And once again, like as the good teams are going to do, they're going to take advantage of that. So Willcox needs to wake up. And remember, they're in an elimination game. There's no tomorrow unless they win. So full count now. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning, but not before 3 runs come across the plate. And Willcox already in a hole, 3-0 at the end of 1.
All right, folks, thank you so much for joining us for our live stream coverage here on Cool FM Live following state tournament baseball and softball for Cochise County teams. We have the Sierra Vista Ponytail team playing right now in Cottonwood. We'll get a score update for you there as well. Cody back in the studio will send us an update. Last we heard was it was in the first inning. Sierra Vista did have a 1-0 lead, but we'll try to get an update for you there. Willcox is down 3-0 here as we head to the top of the second. Thank you so much to our sponsors, and we can't do it without you. Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for more than 10 years on residential and commercial plumbing projects, backed by a lifetime of industry experience. Proud supporters of the Willcox All-Stars. Thank you as well to more great sponsors, including Sierra Toyota. They want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less, and no vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. And a big thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, TV, and phone service in Sierra Vista. Go to allofiber.com for the fastest services available if you're watching from Sierra Vista. Allo Fiber is the way to go. Thanks to Manuel, our good buddy over there at La Sierra Grill Steakhouse in Hereford, proudly supporting these Willcox athletes and teams throughout Cochise County. They're serving lunch now from 11 to 3, Tuesday through Saturdays, with the lunch specials. Go to LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net for details. Well, Bill, Willcox is in a hole now. We go to the top of the second inning. They're down 3-0.
Yes, they are, and that's the mental aspect of the game. All 3 of those runs should not have scored. It should be 0-0, but they didn't pay attention. They were not hustling. That last play with the catcher, way late getting out of the ball and didn't even run after, just kind of jogged over there. And there's a runner at third. You've got to be aware of where people are on base, and the mental side of Willcox let them down. And first pitch swinging by White over to the shortstop, long throw. over her head, and White is safe. She's going to hold it first. So shortstop got to the ball, but sent it upstairs with the throw, and White on, and that's a good sign. We got the leadoff batter on now. And that'll bring up Marla Romero, the left fielder. So runner at first with White. Romero swings and misses, 0-1. Both teams trying to stay alive here in an elimination game. Lifts a pop fly to the shortstop. She's going to go back almost to the grass to make the catch, and actually I believe the left fielder called her off to make the catch. So good fundamentals. If you normally the shortstop, the left fielder wouldn't be that shallow, but they were playing shallow right on the edge of the grass and the dirt, and it's a lot easier for a player to catch the ball coming forward than a player to turn her back to the plate and try to catch it going backwards. So 1 out here in the inning. First pitch high, nice job by the catcher to keep that one in play, or White would have been at second base. Yarly Lugo, the batter, she's the second or third baseman. Just missed, low. 2-0 the count. Two-0 pitch. Right into center field over the glove of the shortstop. They got to hurry. And they got her at second base. Once again, lack of hustle by Willcox. They're killing themselves. There was no way that was a fly ball. She should have been taken off at the crack of the bat, and she hesitated, and Tanque Verde threw her out. So 2 outs now in the inning, and that'll bring up Darlene Chanez, the center fielder. Ball low. Not far enough for the runner to advance. 1-0 the count. 1-0 pitch, kind of a half swing, and it got her for a strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Misses outside, 2-1. Once again, Todd, we're working with 1 umpire instead of normally 2. Now popped up, and the third baseman will put it away. Almost dropped it, but made the catch, and that'll retire the side. No runs on 1 hit and 1 batter left at the end of an inning and a half. Tanque Verde All-Stars 3-0 over the Willcox All-Stars.
And we do have a score update here for you, Bill, for the Sierra Vista Ponytail softball in Cottonwood. The seniors girls up there are leading in that game in the bottom of the third, 7-0. So
wow.
Sierra Vista looking good right now. In that particular game, they did win last night, so we'll keep you posted on that score as well. Thank you to all of our great sponsors who make our coverage possible here to you with our live stream coverage. Thank you as well going out to seniors, helping seniors. Their caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations. Learn more about them and all the services they offer, Southern Arizona, SHS.com. If you've got a family loved one who's getting up there in years, but they can't really do everything around the house, well, that's what Seniors Helping Seniors is for. They allow your loved one to be able to stay in their home as long as possible. Seniors Helping Seniors. Again, contact them today. Thank you to our good friends at Vista Pros. Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, proud supporters of the Willcox All-Star team and all the Cochise County athletes. Vista Pros, local, reliable, and professional. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC in Sierra Vista has pioneered a visionary approach centered on customer service. Visit prestigesierravista.com. All right. Well, Bill, we head to the bottom of the second inning. Tanque Verde up to bat.
Bottom of the second. Coach Larson, did you give him some smelling salts in between innings to wake him up? So Willcox, right now, their own worst enemy. Down 3-0, and they want to get a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the second to kind of regroup and reset. Larson takes a long look in.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
And lays down a bunt. Nice bunt right in front of the plate, and the throw, and they're going to call it foul, so she'll go back. The throw was a little off the line. And those of you who know baseball and softball, that's why there's two lines going down to first base. The runner is supposed to stay within that lane, otherwise it's runner interference. So when all said and done, it's 0-1. Larson looks in again, high to the backstop, 1-1. Coach, who's your batter?
Fletcher.
Thank you. So Charlotte Fletcher, the right fielder, leading off for Tanque Verde. Nice sinker right there by Larson, and it's 1-2 ahead on the count. Willcox in the red jerseys today. They were in white yesterday. And Tanque Verde in the North Carolina blue.
Toes, girls, on your toes.
Just missed. That evens the count, 2-2. Nobody on here, and Tanque Verde with a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the second. 2-2 count. Larson's pitch. Low again, so that runs the count full. 3-2.
Battle here, girl, battle.
So Fletcher trying to stay alive. Larson trying to get the out. And loses her on balls as she trots down to first. That'll bring up Adele Espinosa Shanahan, the extra hitter. So Tanque Verde gets their leadoff runner aboard here in the bottom of the second. Espinosa Shanahan trying to get her over to second base. Willcox would love to turn the double play. Down to the backstop, and the runner goes to second base. So Fletcher at second now. And in scoring position with nobody out. Larson takes a look. And the 1-0 pitch. Squared around a bunt, fouled it off. That'll even the count. 1-1. Even though we started at 6, Todd, still very warm here. Once again, squares around a bunt and another foul. So 1-2 the count. So that means she's going to have to swing away because a foul on a bunt at this point would be an out. So Larson doing a good job getting ahead on the count, 1-2.
Hey, hit a spot, Callie. Hit a spot.
Fletcher at second base. Espinosa Shanahan at the plate. 1-2 pitch. Just high, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield playing back at short and second, even with the bag on the corners. 2-2 pitch. And that looked good from here, and the umpire agrees. And that'll set her down for the first out. So Graceland Nothis, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The extra hitter coming into the plate now. Fletcher still at second base with 1 out now. And the first pitch from Larson. There's a bunt down the line. It's going to be fielded by the first baseman. And once again, nobody covering first. And the run scores to make it 4-0. Once again, a mental error all the way to third, overthrows, and she's going to score run number 5 as she goes all the way around. And Todd Willcox coming apart at the seams as Coach Larson not happy at all. When the pitcher fields the ball, or the first baseman fields the ball, the pitcher must get over there to cover. She was late getting over there. The second baseman tried, but she was late, and that started this whole deal where the batter went all the way around to score, and it's a 5-0 lead now for Tanque Verde with 1 out. We're sitting right by the Willcox dugout, and Coach Larson was not pleased at all of the lack of execution. And once again, mental mistakes. It wasn't anything athletic. It was mental mistakes that put him into this position.
Yes, could you tell?
So meeting at the mound, or meeting in the circle breaks up.
They're actually not. They're just
And Charlotte Lee will be coming to the plate. 1 out here in the inning, 5-0, Tanque Verde. First pitch to Lee, fouled off, 0-1. The pitching for Willcox has been fine. It's the defense behind her that's let Callie Larson down. Second pitch, right past her. Nice fastball, 0-2 now. Could love to get a strikeout for that second out. So Lee down on the count, 0-2. Next pitch, half swing, just misses high. 1-2. She thought about it, held up, and the pitch just a tad high. So 1-2 the count. Nobody on base, 1 out. Fouled off the plate, and the count remains 1-2. Larson to the plate, 1-2. A little looper, the second baseman catches it on the fly for the second out. And nice alert play by the second baseman for the second out. And that'll bring up Sienna Speth, the third baseman, with nobody on and 2 outs now. Larson's pitch. Larson's got some good velocity on her pitches, and that first one was fouled off. She just got a piece of it, 0-1. Smith, the number 8 hitter in the lineup,
down, ladies, sit down.
And the 0-1 pitch. Once again, swing and a miss. So Larson way ahead on the count, 0-2, trying to get out of the inning with no further damage once again. 3 runs in the top of the first, or the bottom of the first, 2 runs here in the bottom of the second for Tanque Verde. And the pitch just missed inside. I thought the umpire was going to ring her up, but gave her a reprieve, 1-2. Beth back in the batter's box, and Larson's pitch. And that's going to do it for Tanque Verde as she strikes out looking. But 2 more runs come across the board, and now they lead 5-0 heading into the top of the third.
Thank you to SSVEC, our presenting sports sponsor, powering our live youth sports coverage all year long. SSVEC, serving our community in our live stream coverage of Arizona State youth softball and baseball coverage all week long here on Cool FM on Facebook and on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on our YouTube page at Cool FM Live and follow us on Facebook. Desert RV in Huachuca City. Building more than an RV business, they're giving back through local youth sports sponsorships just like this one. Veteran support and community fundraising events. Learn more at desertrvcenter.com. BEREAN Academy of Sierra Vista, proud to support local sports where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. They now have openings for the fall. You can enroll your student today. Take a tour of this great school in Sierra Vista, available for you. And contact them through Google. Just Google them. Find them on Facebook. BEREAN Academy. Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows. With a distinguished history spanning 40 years, offices in Tucson and Hereford. Pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks and support local here in Cochise County. StanGreerMillworks.com would be much appreciated. And Bill, we head to the top of the third now. Willcox coming up to bat, but they're now down 5-0.
And still 106 degrees here heading into the evening hours in Mesa, Ohio, 111, so still very warm as Willcox tries to scratch their way back here in the top of the fourth. First pitch on the corner, inside corner, strike 1. Second pitch fouled off. So quickly 0-2.
Hey, girls, who's batting?
Popped up behind the plate, and she'll get another chance at it. Ashley Fuentes, I believe, is the batter, right fielder. And a ground ball over the pitcher's head to the shortstop. Picks it up and barely got her at first base by half a step. That was a very close play. And the umpire rang her up. But once again, Todd, we only have one umpire in the game, and we saw a couple of missed calls yesterday. No fault of the umpire. He's not in the best position to make the call at every base.
Yeah,
but
and that's the unfortunate thing with these girls' games. They've only had one umpire, at least the ones that we've done. And it's not fair to the girls either.
It's not. It really isn't. There's
been so much wrong with this tournament and how they've run it.
No, definitely.
They almost
agree.
really need to do a tournament over. I mean,
Yeah.
The way I look at it, I'm serious.
Yeah, from the first game Monday when they didn't have the dimensions right on the pitching rubber to no temporary fence. And first pitch bounces up there. Ball, actually second pitch, ball 2, 2-0. Vivian Martinez, the shortstop. Ahead in the count, 0-2. Ground ball to third base, past it, and it's going to be just foul. That would have been extra bases and costly a long way around the bases because once again, we just mentioned no temporary fence to stop that ball at 200 feet. The fences, I don't know if you can see the sign by the scoreboard, but the fences are 300 feet away symmetrically around the diamond, and that's a long throw for this age group.
Well, you just saw there, Bill, with the foul ball, how long they had to run.
Yeah, I told you, that's what I said. She could have run forever. So another thing that should have been addressed prior to the start of the tournament. And it's kind of funny, Todd, because we went over to the baseball side yesterday and everything was running like clockwork. So the count 2-1 now after the foul ball. And once again, that should have been a foul ball. That's another bad call. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. First of all, it hit the plate. Second of all, it hit her foot. And Coach Larson not happy. He looks like he's kind of biting his tongue over there at third base. So 2 outs here. There's a bunt right there, and that one's going to be foul. Morioki's going to have to go back to the batter's box. So now she's going to have to swing away with 2 strikes. Actually, she only have 1 strike. Make that. Coach Larson trying to do something to get this team out of their fog. He's trying to make some small ball and get them on as a bunt. Pitch high. 1-1. Swing and a miss by Morioki, and strike 2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just misses outside. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And kind of a half swing bouncer to third baseman. Bobbles it at first and gets her after staying with the ball, and that'll retire the side for Willcox. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. So at the end of 2.5 innings, it's still 5-0.
And thank you to Ed Morse Automotive Group in Sierra Vista, inviting you to stop in and experience the difference. Cochise County is now backed by Morse. We thank them for their continuous live stream sports coverage to make these games possible, including following the Willcox All-Stars team here at the state tournament in Mesa, Arizona. Thank you to American Southwest Credit Union. Proud to cheer on our hometown athletes. They believe youth sports help build character and create the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud. American Southwest Credit Union. Your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. They are proud to support local. So please support them as well. TWN Communications, delivering affordable, reliable, high-speed internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. I'm sure he's not in a good mood. Right now?
Well, he told me one. Because you want to see what kind of adjustments he's made. That's key to the game at this point. They got to stop the bleeding. They cannot allow any other. So Tanque Verde now at bat in the bottom of the third First pitch low from Larson, 1-0. Pitch in there for a strike at the knees on the inside corner. That evens the count at 1-1. Once again, scoreboard behind. Squares around the bunt, pops it up, and just out of the reach of the catcher. Nice effort. And the count 1-2. So she also will be swinging away with 2 strikes.
Hey, win it, Kelly, win it!
1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, and down she goes. So Torres strikes out for the first out. That's going to bring up the top of the order. Emerson Lee, the shortstop. Lee steps in, nobody on, and 1 out. First pitch inside and low, 1-0. Second pitch in there for a strike. So count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Willcox cannot allow any more runs in this game. They need to claw back out of the early hole. And a line drive through the middle and into center field for a base hit. And she gets the ball back into second. Now, Todd, they did change the scoreboard. It was 5-0. Now it's showing 4-0. Coach, did they correct the score or something? It should be 5, okay. All right, we talked with Coach Larson. He said it should be 5, so I don't know who's running the scoreboard, but that's the score, 5-0.
Well, it's one thing we've learned is to never trust the scoreboard.
That's right. So Addison Levin at the plate trying to get Lee to second base and fouled off. So everybody returns to the base and in the batter's box. And an 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch, there goes the runner. And she's going to go to second base as the ball goes to the backstop. So once again, Tanque Verde in business with a runner in scoring position and 1 out. Levin now trying to get an RBI. Larson's 1-1 pitch. Swung around a bunt, and once again, Tanque Verde heads up, takes third base. So Tanque Verde very aggressive on the base paths and taking advantage of the situation. 1-1. Actually, that counts wrong again. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. And makes it 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lee down to third base. Larson taking a long look. And the 2-2 pitch. Little flare to right field and just inside the line, fair ball. That's going to score the runner. As Levin goes into second, if he keeps going, going to go to third. And once again, a wild throw, and fortunately the catcher backing it up, but Coach Larson just shaking his head. You've got to come off the bag if you count to catch the ball. You can't stay on the bag and let it go behind you. Both coaches just pounding the fence. So 6-0 now here in the bottom of the third. 1 out and runner at third base. And that ball gets by, and once again, it's going to be, apparently it's a walk, so she's got to go back to third. And we're having a hard time, Todd, because the ball and strike count has not been correct very often so far early in the game. So runners at the corners now with 1 out. And Dorsey Ferguson, the catcher now. Dorsey Ferguson's at that first base. Eden Heitman, and fouls it down the right side, 0-1. So Dorsey Ferguson at first. 11 at third base.
Ashley, right there.
Larson repositioning his right fielder.
Go, Callie, go get her.
So 0-1 the count. Larson to the plate. Right, nice play by the second baseman to get the out, but the run does score. So Heitman does her job getting the RBI at the expense of the second out. And now a runner at second with 2 outs. And Everest Heitman, the sister, coming up, the second baseman. Nice play by the Willcox second baseman to get to that ball and get the out. But a 7-0 lead now. There's a bunt in front of the plate, failed by the third baseman, and got her by a step to end the inning. So maybe that'll pump them up, Todd, a little bit. Nice play by the third baseman to get the out. But at the end of 3 complete, the Tanque Verde All-Stars up 7-0.
Thank you to TWN Communications, delivering affordable, reliable, high-speed internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, LLC in Sierra Vista, pioneering a visionary approach centered on customer service. PrestigeSierraVista.com. And a big thank you to our friends at La Sierra Grill Steakhouse, our friend Manuel, the owner, Douglas native, Cochise County native for many years, grew up here in the area, and now he's got his own restaurant. Check it out in Hereford. He proudly supports the Willcox All-Stars teams and the teams in Cochise County in the state tournament. They're now serving lunch specials 11 to 3, Tuesday through Saturdays, and they're open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and then open until 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturdays. Go to LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net. And also a big thank you to Eagle Plumbing. Been providing expert service throughout Cochise County for more than 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from small leaks to major repairs. Only a phone call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports. And Bill,
Your water's got the lid loose. So.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Another hot one here today. You always got to be drinking water here.
106 with a high of 111, so it's still quite warm. Definitely very warm for those of you who live in Willcox. It doesn't normally get that high.
Well, Bill, we head to the top of the fourth. Willcox now down 7-0. They got to get some runners on base. They got to get some runs in.
Yeah, they need to score some runs. They cannot afford to give up any more runs because we're going to now we're halfway done with the game. So top of the fourth now. Squares around the bunt and lets it go by for a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 the count. These uniforms they're wearing, it's hard to see the numbers. They were in white yesterday and the red jerseys today. 1-0 pitch, once again squares around a bunt, pulls back, but the umpire calls it a strike. That'll even the count up at 1-1.
Willcox definitely needs a rally, Bill.
Yes, they do. It'd be nice to get the leadoff batter on. That would start things up high, 2-1.
The energy in the Willcox dugout is high now to try to give them that rally.
So she's yet to swing at a pitch, the 2-1 pitch. Umpire calls it a strike on the inside part of the plate, and in the count 2-2. Two pitch, and that's going to ring her up, and that's going to be all for her as the first out. So one out here in the top of the fourth for the Willcox All-Stars. First pitch just misses for a ball, 1-0. One-0 pitch to the backstop, so 2-0, so she's quickly ahead in the count. Trying to get on base. Wind's picking up a little bit here. Once again, misses 3-0, so she's a pitch away from going to first base on a walk. Levin to the plate, and a foul ball. So that'll send her back to the batter's box with a 3-1 count. Once again, scoreboard off. And there's ball 4. She trots down to first. So Chavez at first now, and that's going to bring up Delilah Martinez, the second baseman. Chavez did a good job of working that count in her favor and ended up getting the base on balls to put a runner on with 1 out. So Martinez trying to advance her. Batting from the left side, there goes Chavez, and she'll stand up at second with no throw as the ball got away. And now Willcox has their first batter in scoring position. Levin throws a right by her for a strike. 1-1 the count. Pitch fouled off to the left side, out of play. 1-2. And a 1-2 pitch. Once again fouled off. Doing a good job at the plate. Protecting it is Martinez. And the count remains 1-2. Levin to the plate, and Martinez takes low. So 2-2 the count, and now they're going to go to third. She's in under the tag. Ball was dropped, so good heads-up play by Willcox. And now they have a golden opportunity, Todd, to get that 0 off the scoreboard. 1 out, runner at third.
1 run at a time, Bill.
Martinez trying to get that run across the plate. Misses outside again, so the count full now to Delilah Martinez. Callie Larson, the pitcher, on the on-deck circle. Up high, and that's going to put runners at the corners now with 1 out. Nice hustle by Martinez down to first. She took a turn at first thinking maybe she could go to second, but wisely returned. So that'll bring up the pitcher, Callie Larson. Once again, pitcher on pitcher, Levin and Larson. One out here in the top of the fourth. There goes Martinez, and down to second base without a throw. And we've seen that all tournament long, Todd, where you've got runners in the corners. They'll send that base runner hoping that they'll throw down to second and allow that third runner at third to try to score. But now you got 2 runners in scoring position. A base hit makes it two runs. And that's going to be caught by the shortstop on a nice play. Just got under it a little bit. A lot of backspin, and that held the ball up and allowed the shortstop to make the catch. So 2 outs now, and the runners are still at second and third. And that's going to bring up Macy Kozin, the first baseman. Now with 2 outs, trying to get the runners home. First pitch at the knees on the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1. Half the infield in shade now. Pitch is low, 1-1. So you got the shade about 4 feet in front of third base, and then encircling covering the circle, and about halfway between first and second on the right side. There's a shot to the shortstop, high throw, and it's going to go overhead. And there's the second run coming across the thing. So on the error, Willcox picks up 2 runs and cuts into that lead, but more importantly, Todd gets that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was a big break for the Willcox All-Stars, Bill. After having some bad luck with some errors of their own, now they're able to get some runs off an error, an overthrown ball.
So another runner in scoring position, and Willcox trying to get back in this game. White, the batter, and over to second base, and she'll flip it to first to end the inning. But Willcox comes up with 2 runs in the top of the fourth, and after 3.5, a 7-2 ball game in favor of the Tanque Verde All-Stars.
All right, thank you so much, Bill, and thank you so much to our presenting sports sponsor, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, owned by those we serve. We thank you so much for your coverage here on Cool FM Live. Ed MORSE Automotive, always a huge sponsor of our sports coverage. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, please support the businesses that support us and allow you to watch what we do and all the sports coverage for free on our Facebook page at Cool FM Live and on our YouTube page now. So hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Cool FM Live. Big thank you to Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, local, reliable, and professional. There for you 24/7, 7 days a week at Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, #1 5-star rating for service. And they've got a lot. I've noticed well over 100 people have made comments about Vista Pros, and they still have a 5-star rating. So check them out. and available for you in Sierra Vista and Cochise County as well. Bill, we have a score update. The Sierra Vista Ponytail softball team seniors in Cottonwood up 9-0 in the bottom of the 5th. So they're rolling on strong, and it looks like they are well on their way to get a second win in a row, Bill. So
now, are they the home team or the visiting?
They lead 9-0. I'm not sure if they're the home or not, but I know that they're in Cottonwood, so I'm not sure if they were up to bat first.
I was going to say, if they're up to bat, they've got that run rule, right? They'll only use one more run.
You got to have 10, though, right?
It's 5. It's a 6-inning game. They're in the 5th. Yeah, 10 after 5, 15 after 4.
Right.
9-0. So if they're batting, they could close it out. And if not, it'll head into the last inning.
Well, it's great to see, Bill, the Sierra Vista Ponytail doing so well, because they've been so disappointed in the last few years.
Oh, have they?
Getting to state, some of their teams, and then just falling short. And it seems like they actually have really some real momentum going for their second win in a row now, at least the seniors anyway, in Cottonwood. And that game you can watch right now on Cool FM Live as well. All right, Bill.
It's always nice to right the ship and start playing more positive ball. So congratulations to their effort so far, and hopefully they can close it out. So Tanque Verde here now in the bottom of the 4th up to bat, only up by 5 runs now, as Willcox got 2 in the top of the inning to cut into the lead. First pitch from Larson was a ball, 1-0. Second pitch right down the middle. Boy, she had some good velocity on that one. 1-1 the count. Once again, if you joined us late, this is an elimination game, so the winner moves on, the loser is out. Ground ball to the first baseman. She's going to take it herself. That's 3 unassisted in the scorebook, and the first out of the inning. Always good to get the leadoff batter out.
Coach, who's the batter?
Charlotte, something.
So Charlotte Fletcher, the batter now, is the right fielder with no on and 1 out. First pitch inside corner, waist high for a strike. 0-1.
Just got a final, Bill. Sierra Vista wins 9-3. 9-3, so that's 2 wins in a row. They'll play for their 3rd win, the Sierra Vista Ponytail girls in Cottonwood. Congratulations.
Now that tournament, I was told, ends Sunday, which is kind of strange. Fouled off, so quickly Larson ahead 0-2 now to Fletcher. Once again, we can't emphasize this enough. Willcox cannot allow any more runs. They have to play good defense and try to give their offense a chance to come back. Larson doing a good job ahead in the count, 0-2, and the pitch fouled off to stay alive. So the count remains 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. And I believe that's going to be strike 3. It is, but she got caught looking. And down she goes for the second out. And that'll bring up Adele Espinosa-Shanahan. Now with 2 outs and nobody on. Pitch was low and went to the backstop, 1-0.
Big thanks to Cody back at the studio, handling the graphics and the game today on Cool FM Live. And big thanks to 520 Sports Talk for carrying the game as well on your page, Bill.
Should be a lot of interest with Tucson and Willcox playing each other. Swing and a miss. And 1-1 the count. 2 outs here, nobody on. And Larson doing her job as far as getting the outs. Once again, Willcox can ill afford to give up any more runs. Pitch was low, so 2-1. Willcox has 6 outs left to at least tie the game.
Hey, you got her, Cal, you got her. Not there, kid.
2-1. Larson take a long look in. And the 2-1 pitch. Up high. And that'll make it 3-1 now.
Got a battle.
Trying to close out the inning without a base runner.
Hey, D, look at you. You and Nate.
You got this, Cal. You got this.
Right there.
And fouls it away to stay alive. So this is a good battle.
Hey, one more, girls.
Espinosa Shanahan hanging tough at the plate. Larson trying to finish it out and head into the dugout for her offense. And the payoff pitch. Up high, and she'll go down to first base. So a runner at first now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Grayson Nazis.
Yeah, crowd it, get Ellie, crowd it.
So Nazis trying to move the runner along with 2 outs. Larson trying to close out the inning. First pitch away, there goes the runner, throw down to second base. Close, just under the tag.
She just barely hung on to that ball by its tip.
Yeah, she got a late jump, and then the throw was just a little in front of the bag, but close play. So runner now at second base with 2 outs. Larson, 1-0 pitch. Swinging, got a piece of it to foul it off to even the count at 1-1. Larson's 1-1 pitch. A little low, 2-1 as the catcher comes out of her crouch to take the runner back to second base. Good job by the Willcox catcher. Chavez doing a good job behind the plate. And 1-2 pitch. That looks pretty good from here, and so the umpire agrees, and down she goes looking on strikes to end the inning. 1 runner left on base, and at the end of 4 innings, Tanque Verde up 7-2.
Thank you, Eagle Plumbing. They've been providing expert service throughout Cochise County for more than 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from small leaks to major repairs. They can handle those big jobs too as well. They're only a phone call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports in Cochise County. Please support them. Also, a big thank you to Sierra Toyota. They want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Locally owned. Community driven. Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista. Thanks to Chip, the owner. He took over for Vinny many years ago to carry on a tradition of 45 plus years of great pizza, wings, and sandwiches. Proud to support this live sports coverage right here on Cool FM Live. Thanks to Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have a great physical therapy department open in Hereford. Schedule an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy today. 520-432-6435. And the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud supporters of our young athletes all season long. If you're looking to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate professionals. 717-599-2439. And Bill, we go to the top of the 5th inning, and Willcox up to bat. They're down 7-2. They got 2 runs last inning, and they got to get a few more now to get this game a little closer here because time's running out.
6 outs remaining for the Willcox All-Stars, trying to carry that momentum over from the last inning where they scored 2 runs. And they're going to need to have some runs scored this inning and the 6th inning. First pitch up high, 1-0. Coach, who's batting? Thank you. Popped up sky high, and the third baseman going to miss it, and she's safe at first. So Marla Romero lucked out on that one, a high fly ball. And actually shouldn't say lucked out, Todd, because those pop flies, especially in softball with a lot of backspin, are not easy to catch.
Well, that one, like you say, was extremely high in the air, too.
She hit it a mile high in the air, and once again, a lot of backspin, and that's what makes it tough is the backspin. So here's a base hit to right field, and gets by her. She's going to go to third, and the throw comes back in to hold the runner at first. So nobody out, and runners at the corners now for the Willcox All-Stars. As Yarly Lugo hits a nice single to right field, that's going to bring up Darlene Chavez.
Hope stays alive for the Willcox All-Stars, Bill. No outs.
So you watch, they're going to send Lugo to second base to see if they can get a throw down there. And there's a ground ball to third base. That's going to score the run. So a nice sacrifice by Chavez. Gets the run, but at the expense of an out. And Lugo down to second base, also in scoring position. So 7-3 now as the Willcox All-Stars chip away. And there's a hit to right field, caught right on the grass and the dirt for the out. And that retires Fuentes. So Vivian Martinez up with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Trying to get that runner from second base home. And that's a big run, Todd. If you can get that 4th run, you can send the tying run to the plate with 2 runners on. And that's going to be a foul ball behind the plate, and it'll fall to the ground. 0-1 the count. One pitch, and there's a base hit down the left field line, and just foul. Ooh, I thought that one was in, but just foul. That would have easily scored the run. And once again, with the lack of that temporary fence, who knows? She could have motored all the way around the bases. That would have made it 7-5. But all is for naught. Runner goes back to second. And a swing and a miss, and down she goes for the 3rd out to end the inning. So Willcox adds a run here in the top of the 5th to trail 7-3, heading into the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Big thank you to our sponsors, including Sonic of Sierra Vista. Today is Corn Dog Thursday, 99 cents for all corn dogs this Thursday and every Thursday. If you're in Sierra Vista, Sonic, don't forget Wednesdays are Wacky Pack Wednesdays. Kids' meals are just $2.49.
You're a big fan of Corn Dog Thursday.
What's that?
You're a big fan of Corn Dog Thursday.
I love corn dogs, and I love the corn dogs at Sonic. I like mine with mustard, or sometimes, Bill, I'll mix the mustard and ketchup
Interesting.
together.
Okay.
But I like the batter that they use.
Yeah, they do have a good corn dog. I got a Sonic just down the street from me in Marana.
Yeah. If you got a good batter, you know, with the corn dog, that's what makes a good corn dog.
But we're not having corn dog for dinner.
No, not tonight.
So,
Duran Plumbing, Sierra Vista, and Cochise County. They've been serving them Cochise County for more than 10 years on residential commercial plumbing projects, backed by a lifetime of industry experience. Proud supporters of the Willcox All-Stars and Cochise County teams and all our sports programs and athletes. Think of Duran Plumbing. Good folks over there at Duran. Big reminder for you here again, Bill. The Sierra Vista Ponytail seniors won their second game in a row, 9-3 in Cottonwood today. So they are looking really good. Represent Cochise County and Sierra Vista so far. Girls senior tournament in Cottonwood for the state of Arizona.
now is there only 2 Cochise County teams playing today?
I think,
Cottonwood in this game?
yeah, I think these are the only 2 games playing today.
Because last night we had the double header that almost melted us. But a good day for Cochise County yesterday as every team won.
And we'll be back covering Douglas 8 to 10-year-old baseball, 5:30, I believe, tomorrow, Bill. Unfortunately, they lost their first game, and it's double elimination. So we've got to root them on to stay alive.
Yeah, they lost to a very good high desert team, but they've got a chance to rewrite themselves back into the championship game with a win. So bottom of the 5th now, Tanque Verde swing and a miss, 0-1. Tanque Verde with a 4-run lead. Larson trying to get a 1-2-3 out to give their teammates one more chance in the top of the 6th. And starts out with a strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch, just got a piece of it, 0-2. So Larson doing her job. And once again, she's going to be a handful once she gets to high school. And it'll be about just the right time to bring her in to the Cowgirl program. 0-2 pitch, little soft fly ball, left fielder going over, and it's going to be over her head and into second base. As the left fielder misjudged that fly ball, and we're going to give her a double on that. So the leadoff runner aboard with second base with nobody out. Coach, who's batting?
Sienna.
So runner at second, nobody out. Squares around the bunt. There she goes to third, and her third baseman, once again, not paying attention, not even close to the bag to make the play. And Willcox now with a runner at third base, they cannot allow to score. And nobody out. Squares around the bunt, fouls it off, so that's 2 strikes. She's going to have to swing away now.
Hey, no go, girls, make it break. Look her back, go run.
Coach Larson telling the infielders, look the runner back. They cannot afford to have another run come across the plate. Pitch low, 1-2. Heitman at the plate. Second baseman trying to get that RBI in from third. 1-2 count, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Larson to the plate. A little low, 2-2.
Hey, battle here, kid. Got you on her.
I have a feeling, Todd, that there's going to be a lot of teams in this tournament writing letters to Little League about how poorly the softball side at least was run in this tournament. Fouled off to stay alive, 2-2. Larson taking a look in, the 2-2 pitch. A little inside out down the right field line for a hit. That's going to score the run, and she'll stop at first base as the ball comes back. So 8-3 now in favor of Tanque Verde, and still nobody out. So runner at first now. Willcox down 8-3. Squares around the bunt, lays a nice bunt down. That's going to roll foul. That was a terrific bunt had it stayed fair. And that's part of the game that you don't see a lot of teams practice in the art of bunting, but what a weapon that can be is if you can get that down. And you should teach it as part of the development and as part of the game. So 0-1 the count. Squares around the bunt. Ball gets past to the backstop, and that'll advance the runner to second base. As Spieth goes to second base. And Torres at the plate with a 1-1 count.
Hey, defense, knock it down. Let's go. Let's get it out right here. Get it out. Hey, you got it, 20. I'm ready. Right here.
So catcher not back into her crouch hit as now she gets down. And Larson's 1-1 pitch. Once again, a bunt. Going to go to first base. Pulls her off the bag. Save. And once again, first baseman falls asleep and the run scores. 9-3 now. And runner at second now. As Torres went all the way around to second. That's going to bring up the top of the order, and Emerson Lee, the shortstop. And the catcher going to come out to talk to Larson.
And we still have no outs, Bill.
No outs. And now down by 6.
Thank you to our presenting sports sponsor, as always, SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community, and at MORSE Automotive Group in Sierra Vista. If you're looking to buy or sell a vehicle, new or used, check them out today. Cochise County is now backed by MORSE. Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, available for you 24/7, 7 days a week. If you've got any heating or cooling issues, think of Vista Pros.
So meeting at the circle breaks up. And Lee at the plate, the leadoff batter. Torres at second base in scoring position, nobody out. And Larson's first pitch. Squared around the bunt. Once again, the ball gets passed, and that will advance the runner to third base. As Larson runs her back to the bag. 1-0.
Blue, is that foul ball?
So 1-0. And misses high and outside. 2-0 now.
Lila, you back up to Callie. Here we go. Hey, get it out, ladies. Get it out.
So 2-0 the count now. Once again, nobody out, runner at third. And let's see if she squares around the bunt. As she does, pulls back, and a strike. 2-1 now. So Larson with a 2-1 count, and also having to think about that runner at third base, down 9-3 here in the bottom of the fifth. Pitch pops straight up. It's going to be called by the second baseman. First baseman cuts in front of her to make the catch, and actually that was the proper position player to make the catch. Second baseman initially called, but she was out of position, and fortunately the out was made by the first baseman. Macy Kozan, the first baseman, that had a good job on that. Up the middle between the second baseman and shortstop into center field for a base hit. And the run scores to make it 10-3. So 11 at the plate now. Excuse me, Dorothy Ferguson at the plate, 11 on first base. And it looks like we have a ball in right field, possibly coming over from the other game. The other game looks like it says 6-0, but I'm not sure who's playing. There, the runner starts to go back. Fake throw to first base, and she's back. The pitch was a ball, so 1-0 the count. To Dorsey Ferguson. Double play would work out really nice here. Lets it go by, and the called strike, so 1-1 the count. So a long inning for the Willcox All-Stars. And that one looked pretty good too. It sure is. That's a strike. 1-2. So one out here in the bottom of the fifth. You'd love to have an inning-ending double play. And a 1-2 count on Dorsey Ferguson. Ground ball up the middle, and that's the shortstop into center field. Left fielder taking. Then she's going to keep running to third, and once again the ball gets by, and the batter goes to second base. So Dorsey Ferguson on a base hit goes all the way to second base. And now runners at second and third with one out. And no double play possibility, at least a natural double play. That'll bring up Eden Heitman, the first baseman. First pitch swing and fouled her back out of play. 0-1.
Hey, one down, let's get it out, one down.
0-1 pitch. Gets past the catcher. Pitcher covering, and nobody advanced. Good job for the catcher to get on that quickly and Larson covering the plate. So 1-1 the count now. So 1-1 pitch. Right down the right field line, base hit. That's going to score a couple. And there goes the runner to second. Nobody cut the ball off. And that's what we were talking about all game, the mental aspect of this. And the batter goes to second base as Heitman, a nice single to right field right down the line in a 2 RBI play. And now a 12-3 game. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitches a ball. 5 big runs scored here in the inning by Tanque Verde to blow this one open. And Larson just trying to get out of the inning. 1-0 the count. Kind of fisted off the handle of the bat and it just foul. So she'll return to the batter's box with a 1-1 count. Tries to lay it down and it rolls foul. A lot of backspin on that. Once again, it hit the infield and fair ground, but then with the backspin, rolled and jolted back into foul territory. And I believe it should be 1-2 unless he called that first pitch that was a ball, a no pitch. But either way, Larson ahead in the count. And once again, fouled off to stay alive. So Everest Heitman trying to sister. And once again, nice job protecting the plate. Fouls it off. The count remains. They're going to have no balls, 2 strikes. So that first pitch that was a ball was apparently a no pitch. And if they can score the runner from second, that's the game right there. Ground ball to the shortstop and under a glove. And they're going to hold the runner at third as the ball comes into the catcher. So the batter takes second base. Her run basically means nothing. If they can get the run in from third, it'll be a run rule victory. We are in the bottom of the 5th. And Guerrero at the plate. Both Heitmans on base, third and second. First pitch swing and fouls it straight back out of play, 0-1. Eden at first, Everest at second for Tanque Verde. And an 0-1 count. Squares around to bunt and called strike as she didn't pull back, and quickly 0-2. Larson looking in, 0-2. In there for a strike. And that should be the second out. Although she's still there we go. Now it's the second out. So a strikeout for Larson.
You gotta run, girls, you gotta run.
2 down, trying to keep that runner at third to give themselves a chance to bat in the top of the 6th. Tanque Verde scores
Girls, fight for it.
the runner from third. The game is over. And Charlotte Fletcher, the right fielder, at the plate. First pitch, and there's a base hit, and that should do it. 2-run score. Not sure what the umpire's doing. It's a 13 to 14 to 3 lead now, and that's the game. Now he calls it. So a long day for the Willcox All-Stars. Just wasn't their day today after staving off elimination in the last game. Just came up empty in this game, but a lot of good coaching opportunities for Coach Larson, trying to tell the girls they didn't get beat, Todd, athletically. They got beat mentally. A lot of mental errors, a lot of overthrows, not paying attention to the runners on base, letting them take the extra base. But overall, a great season for Willcox. We don't want to diminish their efforts getting to the All-Stars and getting this far into the tournament. And they'll learn. These kids are young. You got to remember that they're still learning the game, and they will come back next year much stronger. So congratulations to the Tanque Verde All-Stars as they move on. And the final score here from Red Mountain Park, Tanque Verde wins 13 to 3.
And thank you for tuning in to our free live stream sports broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. To continue receiving updates, please follow us on Facebook at Cool FM Live and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Cool FM Live. For businesses interested in collaborating on our sports coverage, email us at coolfm@coolfmonline.com. Thank you so much, everybody, including our presenting sports sponsor, SSVEC, serving our community. We'll continue our live stream sports state tournament coverage tomorrow and through the weekend. The team's still in it. The Sierra Vista Ponytail softball team won again today, their second game in a row, 9-3 in Cottonwood. That's the seniors' Sierra Vista Ponytail team, so they continue to advance. Bill, the Douglas All-Stars juniors won their second in a row last night. We covered it on Cool FM Live. They'll continue to play.
3 Douglas teams left and 1 Sierra Vista.
The Douglas 8 to 10-year-olds, they have to win tomorrow at 5:30, and we'll have the game right here on Cool FM Live in the double elimination state tournaments. And the Douglas ponytail, or the Douglas softball, I should say, juniors, Douglas Juniors softball team is also in it. They won their first game yesterday in Tucson. So a number of teams.
2 baseball teams and 2 softball teams.
Still alive.
3 Douglas teams, 1 Sierra Vista.
All right, sounds good. Bill, thank you so much. Bill McCulloch from 5GO Sports Talk joining us again on our coverage. We'll continue to cover it through the weekend, and join us for our games on Friday and Saturday. And I don't know, we might have a Sunday game.
Up in Cottonwood, yeah.
In Cottonwood, if it could be a championship game the way Sierra Vista is playing. We'll see what happens, but follow it. Watch for our schedule of games on Cool FM Live. Folks, have yourself a great rest of your evening. Thank you so much for joining us. For Bill McCulloch, I'm Todd Ryan. Good night, everybody.